What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp here with a name you know.
Sean Ross Sapp, look at you, huh?
Oh my gosh.
I heard of this guy.
Have you?
Heard of this guy popping up all over the place.
Oh my gosh. I don't.
Ruining me Twitter feeds.
Listen.
Sean Ross, who's this lad? What's
Well,
going on?
it's me. I mean, again.
Are you sponsored by Nike?
No, but look at these beauties.
Nice.
You like those glazed alligator on
pair
that
of
bad boy.
shoes. I dropped a load of paint on as well. It's brutal.
I-
Scrub that out.
I'm trying to show love to the nasty boys here.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Are they custom or are they
They're
come
custom.
with them?
They're custom.
They're custom nasty boys.
But yeah, the same guys that made like Kofi shoes and Edge's shoes.
Is it Mash? Danny Mash? Mash?
No, Glaciers of Ice.
Glaciers of Ice.
Yeah.
Somebody forgot that.
Good fella,
Mash is
free
made-
plug.
So you telling me you wanted a pair of Nasty Boys things, or is it just?
Yeah. I loved like their designs and all that stuff. I always liked that growing up. Like I even liked when they popped up in TNA and they had the Nasty I Am shirts.
Right.
Like they had cool merch, and like I was never a big Nasty Boys fan, but their stuff looked cool.
That's all that matters, right?
Well, I mean,
who would have known the Nasty Boys would have been fashionistas?
Sheamus so starstruck that he interviewed me. I'm flattered.
Fine, I'm just wondering about this Nike shirt though. What's going on?
It's a beauty.
Was there
Listen,
was there nothing else in the bag, or
Listen, I cover your interviews. I hear what you say about Drew. You're
what?
like,
Wearing a Nike shirt.
yeah, it's nice.
Oh, it's got to go with the shoes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it goes with the shoes.
I'm slow today. I'm slow.
Style, my man. So, man, I lost my train of thought. I actually,
Alright.
I wrote a column about you. I think it was for Wrestle Talk magazine. I thought that last year during the pandemic Thunderdome, I thought that was probably the best work of your career, and that's saying something because you've had some pretty incredible runs. But I mean, there were rumors that like maybe your neck wouldn't be able to hold up years ago.
Yeah.
How did that feel every night to come back and be like, I just killed it again, I just killed it again, I just killed it again, after you've had these well-documented neck issues?
Well, when I went off with the concussion, I had a lot of chance to reassess my body and work on some stuff that like some vulnerabilities in it or instabilities in it. That's a better word. So I worked on that. I worked with a guy called Ken in Nashville Hip Institute. So I worked on all these like different types of movements. I still do them before every match, and it definitely helped me get back on track. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had some stuff that I thought might put me out, and I was kind of worried about it, but I'm back, and that's the great thing about it. You know, something like that is like motivates you, because now I just go out in every match as if it's my last match. So I just go out there and just like balls to the wall, fella. You know what I mean? I just go out there and just put it all out there because I love what I do, mate. And when I was sitting on that couch for such a long time and unsure about what my future held or was going to hold, like it puts everything in perspective. You know. Look, I did when I was in Celtic Warrior workouts. Which is kind of on the back burner at the moment. I did.
My friend Farbod did one of those with you.
Farbod did as well, yeah. Farbod, yeah. Fair play to him, man. He held up.
Yeah.
But I did one with Edge too, you know. And I saw every title that Edge had. He had one title I hadn't won was the IC title, you know. And I seen how much he wanted to get back as well. And I'm like, God, that is all these little things kind of motivated me and set me on the right course to come back in the ring. As I said, like. During the people talk about the Thunderdome era. Well, it wasn't just the Thunderdome era, mate. It was the PC era. Like without the PC era, the Thunderdome era wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like all these things happen. I laugh when I hear people go, "I was the star of the Thunderdome era." No, mate. Well, where were you in the PC era? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not just that part. It's the whole thing. It's the whole year and a half in that environment. You know, with no fans. But yeah, I was just able to focus on different things, you know, my promos, my character, going out there. I just got loose, and you know, my ring work. I've always been intense, but I was able to bring in a new level of intensity, and I was able to bring in a lot of good stuff out of my opponents.
Edge attributes a bike ride with you as the catalyst for his return, and said that he took a spill, and he's like, "Oh, I'm okay."
Yeah.
So, what was that conversation like when? First off, when you witnessed that, I assume.
So we were on the bikes. We did two days. One day was working out at his garage, and then the second day was we went on a mountain biking ride. And he took off, mate. Right? I'm like the whole time, like I'm gonna end up on my face here. This is not gonna be good. I haven't been like mountain biking since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's taking off down the road, and I'm like, this is gonna be bad. I got some GoPros. Put it on put the GoPro on the bike and we switched it around. So he just took off then because he wanted to do something like to show how good he is, because he lives in Nashville, lives in the mountains, so he's always on the bikes. So he just took off. And I remember we got back and he was like, we're literally looking at the card on the GoPro and watching it back, and when he spilled over. But that just gave him his confidence back. And before that as well, he got himself in great shape to do the workout. He wouldn't do the workout until he was until entirely happy with the way he looked, which is a credit to him. You know what I mean? I thought he was just putting me off. I thought he was like fobbing me off, going, yeah, I'll do it. But no, made sure he got himself in great shape. And yes, all credit to him too, dude. He's just like, he looks amazing, and he's back doing what he wants to do when everyone had written him off. 10 years he was out of the ring.
I remembered a Comic-Con I was at 2 years ago, and a guy got snickered at, got kind of laughed at, because Edge and Christian were up there, and he said, hey, will you guys ever come back and wrestle? And now what are both of them doing? It's amazing. Yeah,
look at Jay as well. Christian like killing it as well. Unbelievable. Like, age is just a number, man. I'm telling you, it's not about, I don't think it's not about the age, it's not about the numbers, it's about what's in here, you know what I'm saying? It's all about what's in here. It's all about the passion you have and everything that goes with it. You know, like, and that's what really matters. Like, people put like stuff on age and stuff, but the way we are now, like so many different athletes, top stars are performing to a later age. Now you have to put the hard work in, you have to stay dedicated, you know what I mean? You can't take the foot off the gas, but you know, the rewards of that are to continue to do what you love to do.
Speaking of looking good, Drew McIntyre said that the face mask was an improvement over the alternative for you. Do you have anything to say about that?
Is that right? Yeah, I was watching him walk around with his suit. He looks so weird in the suit, doesn't he? He just looks so weird in the suit. It just looks weird. Did he even iron it, actually? Who's he to talk about a face mask improving than me? He can't even iron his own bleeding suit.
And he's doing even more media. He did yesterday's, he did today's. I saw you saying that he wasn't even that interesting.
What? Yeah. Good for you, Drew. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. I'll enjoy my time off while you do all this media. How much media can he do?
He's done a lot.
By the way, this will all be picked up because we're having the crack. This will be picked up as a serious
that's what. Why do you think I asked this? Like,
no, that's the thing now, right?
The headline.
But not the thing. You have the crack. You have a conversation, and people they take a line out of it and they put up like, this is the serious things. Sheamus says Drew is boring.
I'm trying to race a gold speedboat across the Atlantic Ocean. I got to get that money. Tell me, what do you want?
I think a gold speedboat will sink, mate. It might be too heavy.
Maybe. What do you want the headline of this to be?
I don't know, mate. Just that Sheamus is going to smash Damian Priest's face in this Saturday. How about that?
Guys,
By the way, is Drew McIntyre a champ? No. Am I a champ? Yeah. United States champion. Right here, fella. Taking on all comers. I'm not sitting back hiding behind a bleeding wall and a group of people. I'm going out there and put my neck on the line. I don't care. I don't worry. I want all these young lads to come up and step up to me. I want them to raise their game. I want them to bring a physicality that's never been seen before, because that's what I'm going to bring out of them. And that's what I do. And people are starting to cop onto that now. They're starting to see exactly what Sheamus is about. And that's what I've always been about. You know what I mean? So, like, I'll take on all the young lads. There's a couple of people who won't do that. They'll just take on all the great competitors, like, you know what I mean? But I'll go in there with the young lads. I'll rough it up with Riddle. I'll rough it up with bleeding Damo Priest, Keith Lee, Humberto, anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the ground, man. I'm a soldier fella. I get in there and I get stuck in, and I want to bring the best out of these guys. I really do, mate. That's what it's all about, man. Bring the next guy. I can't do this forever, but as long as I'm doing it, there'll be a lot of bleeding black eyes going around that locker room, you know what I'm saying?
Sheamus, thank you so much for the time. It was great to finally meet you.
Finally meet you, mate. Great to just again. He's all over me Twitter feed. Like, what's the Sapp?
You don't even follow me though.
Do I not? Don't need to follow you on Twitter. You just pop up all the time. I'll follow you now, though. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, it will.
All right.
Until next time, we're out.